Hello, lovely students. Today we are going to talk about some very important little words in English. These words are called prepositions. They might seem small, but they do a very big job in our sentences. Prepositions are special words that connect nouns or pronouns to other words. They help us understand where something is or when something happens. Think of them as connecting words. They build bridges in our sentences. These bridges show the relationship between different parts of the sentence, making everything much clearer for the listener or the reader to understand. So what do these little words look like? You've probably seen many of them before. Words like in, on, at, under, with, and for are all prepositions. They are some of the most common words in the English language. We use them all the time in our daily conversations, often without even thinking about it. For example, if I say, the book is on the table, the word on is the preposition. It tells us the location of the book. It connects the book and the table. Without it, the sentence would be very confusing. Let's look at another simple example to make this really clear. Imagine you want to tell a friend where you live. You might say, I live in London. The word in is our preposition here. It connects the action of living to the place, which is London. It gives us important information about location. Without the preposition, the sentence I live London sounds strange and is grammatically incorrect. These small words are the glue that holds our ideas together, making our sentences complete and logical so that we can communicate effectively. So, to put it simply, prepositions are helper words. They help us to describe the position, time, or direction of something. They answer questions like where, when, and how. Learning how to use them correctly is a very important step to becoming more fluent and confident in English. In this lesson, we will focus on 3 of the most common prepositions: in, on, and at. We will look at how to use them for both time and place, with lots of easy examples to help you practice. Now, let's talk about using in, on, and at to talk about time. This can sometimes be a little tricky, but there is a simple pattern to follow. We use the preposition in for longer periods of time. This includes months, years, seasons, and decades. For example, you can say my birthday is in July. You can also say I was born in 1995. We also use it for seasons, like I love to go skiing in winter. You can see that in is used for general, bigger blocks of time. Next, we have the preposition on. We use on for more specific, smaller periods of time, like days and dates. Think of a single day on the calendar. For example, you would say, I have a meeting on Monday. Or if you want to give a full date, you would say, the party is on October 31st. We also use on for special days, like we open presents on Christmas Day. So remember, if you are talking about a specific day or date, the correct preposition to use is almost always on. Now let's look at. We use at for the most specific times. This means we use it for clock times. For instance, you would say, the movie starts at 8 o'clock p.m. We also use at for specific moments in the day, like I usually eat lunch at noon or the stars come out at night. So when you are looking at a clock or talking about a very precise point in time, at is the word you need. It helps you pinpoint the exact moment something is happening. Let's try to bring this all together with one story. Imagine you are planning a trip. You could say, I am going on vacation in August. This is a month, so we use in. I am leaving on the first Monday. This is a specific day, so we use on. My flight takes off at 6 o'clock a.m. This is a precise clock time, so we use at. You can see how these 3 prepositions work together to give us all the important time details for your travel plan. Just like with time, we also use in, on, and at to talk about places and locations. The rule is quite similar. We use in for larger enclosed spaces or general areas. This includes countries, cities, and neighborhoods. For example, you can say, I live in Australia, or she works in a big office. We also use it for things that are inside a container, like the milk is in the fridge. So if you are inside something big or in a general area, in is the correct word to use. Next, we use on to talk about surfaces. Imagine something is resting on top of a flat area. For example, you would say, your keys are on the table. You can also use it for streets and roads, such as, the coffee shop is on Oxford Street. Another good example is for floors in a building. My apartment is on the 2nd floor. Think about a map. The street is a line and the shop is located on that line. This idea of a surface is very helpful for remembering when to use on. Now, for our final preposition, at, we use at for very specific points or locations. Think of it like a pin on a map. This is for a precise place. For example, you would say, let's meet at the train station. You can also use it for specific addresses that include a house number, like I live at 45 Park Avenue. We also use at for general locations where we do something, like I was at the cinema last night or he is at work right now. It points to an exact spot. So let's put it all together to describe a location. You could tell your friend, I am in London, this is a big city, so we use in. I am staying in a hotel on Baker Street. This is a street, so we use on. Let's meet at the entrance of the hotel. This is a very specific point, so we use at. Using these prepositions correctly helps people understand exactly where you are, from the big city down to the specific meeting point. Practicing this will make your English sound much more natural. I know that remembering these rules can be a little challenging at first, so I want to share a simple trick with you. Think of a pyramid or a triangle. At the very top of the pyramid, you have at. At is for the most specific, precise points in time and place, like a single point. In the middle of the pyramid, you have on. On is a little more general. It's for surfaces or for specific days and dates. At the wide base of the pyramid, you have in. In is for the biggest, most general areas and longest periods of time. This pyramid visual can be very helpful. When you are not sure which preposition to use, ask yourself, am I talking about something very general or something very specific? For time, is it a big period like a month or year? Use in. Is it a single day? Use on. Is it an exact clock time? Use at. You can apply the same logic for places. Is it a big area like a country or a city? Use in. Is it a surface or a street? Use on. Is it a very specific address or point? Use at. Another great way to practice and remember is to create your own sentences. Think about your own life and your daily routine. For example, you can write down, I wake up at 7 o'clock a.m. I live in a house on a quiet street. My birthday is in September. By making the sentences personal and true for you, your brain will remember the connections more easily. Repetition is key to learning grammar, so try to write or say a few sentences with in, on, and at every single day. To summarize our lesson, remember these main ideas. Prepositions are small but powerful words that connect ideas. We use in for large places and long periods of time, like cities and months. We use on for surfaces and more specific times, like streets and days. Finally, we use at for very precise points and exact times, like addresses and clock times. Using the pyramid trick and practicing with your own sentences will help you master these important words and speak English more confidently. Keep practicing.